The day I started talking about my struggle was the day things really started to change. For the longest time, this was an internal struggle. I didn't really talk about it. I kept everything personal. I would drink at home by myself. Whenever a girlfriend would get too close, I would just ghost her, right? But then one day, a friend of mine, he noticed I was distant. He noticed something was off, and I got in such a low place, and I'm surprised he was able to tell. But it was that moment when I started to realize, like, hey, you're not in this alone. He was dealing with shit himself, and for the longest time, I thought I could just think myself out of it. Like I could talk myself out of my problems. But it wasn't until I started confiding in people and holding myself accountable with somebody else that shit really started to change. And now it's between my wife and the people in my community and shit. Like now I have a winning streak. A year and a half, some change. Can't fuck up now, right? But if you start to hold yourself accountable, shit'll change. You have people calling you out on your bullshit. It makes a huge difference. Instead of it just being yourself, Like, I thought I could do it by myself, but you're not in this alone. Yeah, no one's going to save you. You got to put in the work, but there's people that are dealing with what you're dealing with. Like, you don't got to struggle in silence. Like, let your voice out. Be heard. Express your feelings. Don't hide that shit in no more. Too many men spend too much time bottling their emotions in, and then one day they just fucking snap, and it's not pretty. But yeah, let that shit out. Share your struggle. Share your pain. There's people who you can relate to. There's people that are dealing with what you are dealing with. There's people that have dealt with what you're dealing with. You're not alone. All right? I'm here for you too.